The next to interpolate is Congresswoman Jinky Luistro, and then Congressman Jay Conghun, Congressman Dan Fernandez, and then Congressman Adyong.
Thank you, Mr.
You have
Chair.
10 minutes, Congresswoman Luistro.
Before I proceed to my interpellation, I wish to manifest the letter sent by Attorney Emerito Kilang and Attorney Rod Siv Comigad. I believe these are counsels of Colonel Ruyina Garma. I share the sentiment of the Quadcom for its integrity being casted with doubt because of the testimony of Colonel Grijaldo during the Senate investigation that our chairman, particularly Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez, coerced and harassed him. And I wish to invite the attention of the committee and the general public about this joint statement of the two lawyers whom I believe are present during that alleged incident or meeting. If I may quote, Mr. Chair, the two lawyers state in this joint statement, we would like to shed light on the nature of the interactions we observe. The discussions were focused on ensuring clarity and understanding of Colonel Garma's affidavit, particularly regarding any knowledge Colonel Grijaldo might have about the reward system mentioned in it. At no point did any of the congressmen attempt to pressure Mr. Grijaldo into confirming to a predetermined narrative. Mr. Chair, I wish to manifest that this letter clearly our Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez from the allegations of grave coercion and harassment about that incident which allegedly transpired during the hearing where Colonel Grijaldo attended as testified to during the Senate investigation. And with the enlightenment that was given to us by the Council of Record of Colonel Garma, I am urging the Quad, particularly Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez, to take the necessary action in order to penalize the perjured statement that Colonel Grijaldo gave during the Senate investigation, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for that, Congresswoman Luistro. Let it be of record that the letter sent to us by the lawyers of Colonel Garma attesting to the fact that there was no pressure employed in the meeting that was held between Congressman Fernandez and Congressman Abante and Colonel Grijaldo. And with that, may I ask the committee secretary to please make sure that you provide this letter to Colonel Grijaldo, to his lawyer, to the Senate for the record, and to this committee, committee secretary. Thank you, Congresswoman Luis.
May I request likewise, Mr. Chair, that the letter of the lawyers be shared to the media in order to clean the name and the integrity of the Quad, most especially our two chairmen from the allegations, baseless allegations that were casted by Colonel Grijaldo about the alleged coercion and harassment committed by our chairman.
COMSEC, please provide copies to the House of Representatives Media Group. Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro.
Mr. Chair, I wish to bring back Colonel Asherto.
Colonel Asherto.
Yes, ma'am. Present po.
Colonel, can we have your monitor, your video?
Meron na po.
Technical group, please. Secretariat, can you...
Colonel, kanina po you were asked by the Honorable Flores, what really are the contents of your investigation report? I want to bring back this question because I do not understand why the former president has to reach that point that he made a pronouncement through the publication, which includes Malacanang offers $10 million for capture of Eduardo Asierto. And then Duterte asked military police, why is Asierto still alive? This is from Inquirer, Colonel. Ano po ba talaga ang laman ng investigation report ninyo for the President to make these extreme pronouncements?
Salamat po. Magandang hapon po ulit. Ang una pong report na ibinigay ko na natanggap ni Chief PNP Bato de la Rosa ay ang title po is Special Report Johnson Chua Drug Trafficking Syndicate. Dito po, binanggit ko lang po rito yung tatlong personality, si Johnson Chua, si Michael Yang, at si Alan Lim, na si Lin Wenqiong. Parang ang purpose po ng report ko is ipaalam ko sa aking mga superior na itong dalawang taong ito, si Michael Yang at si Alan Lim, ay mga involved sa droga. Sa report sa unang report po is hindi ko pa binabanggit dito yung closeness nila kay Presidente Duterte at that time. Ang purpose lang talaga nito is ipaalam sa kanila itong dalawang tao as ay involved ay drug personalities na iniimbestigahan namin. Yun po ang purpose ko, ipaalam sa kanila at humingi ng kanilang advice kung anong magiging nila, kung anong magiging instruction nila sa akin, kung itutuloy ko yung investigasyon o hindi. Yun po yung pinaka-basic ng purpose ng report ko. Kaya lang po, hindi po pinansin. So, nagbigay po ako uli ng report kay Chief PNP Oscar Albayalde. Ang nakalagay naman ng title report doon is is Michael Yang and Alan Lim, person of interest in illegal drugs. Dito po is nabanggit ko na po rito na lagi po sila nakikitang kasama si Presidente Duterte. Ito na po yung pinaka summary ng report na sinasabi ko na itong dalawang tao na involved sa illegal drugs ay malapit kay Presidente Duterte. Wala rin po nangyari. So, hindi po nila po binigyan ng feedback. Walang instruction ko anong gagawin hanggang sa, ayun na po, gusto na ako ipapatay. At ang una po kasing nagbanggit ng pangalan ni Michael Yang sa publiko ay si Presidente Duterte mismo. At ang kanyang sinasabi, si Michael Yang, ano lang daw siya? Adik lang daw siya. Hindi naman po yun ang laman ng report ko. So, nung lumabas po yun, talagang naisip ko na talagang ipapapatay na talaga ako dahil nabuking ko yung kanilang koneksyon.
Colonel, with all due respect, Colonel, from your own admissions, ang sabi niyo po dun sa first report, basic lang. You made mention of the names of Michael Yang, Johnson Chua, and Alan Lim. And seemingly, you're asking for further investigation. Do you confirm this?
Opo. Kasi po, attached po dun sa report na yon ay yung information report na nakadetalye na po yung revelation ni confidential informant Panther.
And if I may continue, Colonel Asierto, on the second report that you sent to them, what you cited is the close relationship of the former president to Michael Yang. Do you confirm this also?
Opo. Opo. Kung
Tapos
gusto niyo po,
kanina
basahin ko
po-
po yung first paragraph.
If I may continue, Colonel, please allow this representation to finish first. And we will lead towards that narrative of your asset or informant. Kanina din po, Colonel, tinanong din po kayo ni Congressman Keith Flores, anong evidence do you have against these people? And your answer were simply, si Johnson Chua at saka si Alan Lim were involved in drugs back then. And these two people are associated with Michael Yang, no? So, if I will be basing my appreciation from those statements, parang meron pa ho akong gustong hingin sa inyo. Colonel, ano po yung ultimate facts na nag-gather nyo which made you believe that these people are really involved in the drug trade? Or should I say, ano po yung pinakamahalagang laman ng investigation report ninyo, Colonel Asierto?
Ang pinaka-importante po siguro ng laman ng report ko is yung closeness, yung pagiging kaibigan ni Presidente Duterte kay Michael Yang sa kay Alan Lim.
And you believe that this is the reason why the President took that report so negative against you to the extent that he offered 10 million for your capture and he's asking the police why you're still alive? Yun po ba yung dahilan? Dahil dinisclose nyo na may close relationship ang Presidente kay Michael Yang.
Wala na pong iba.
Kanina po, Colonel, may binabanggit po kayong narratives nang galing sa inyong asset which implicates these personalities into drug trade. Maari niyo po bang ikwento sa amin yun?
Opo, nung April po, 2016, panahon po ng kampanya, ibinigay po sa akin ng aking asset yung impormasyon tungkol kay Michael Yang at ipinakita niya yung picture na nasa loob sila ng eroplano, magkatabi si Michael Yang saka si then Mayor Duterte at si Bongo na nasa likod. Ang sabi niya sa akin, Sir, yan si Michael Yang, involved yan doon sa Davao na ni-raid nyo dati. Sabi ko, bakit siya involved? Basta involved yan, sir, na doon sa Davao. At lagi niya kasama ngayon si Alan Lim. Sabi ko, sino naman si Alan Lim? Sabi niya, si Alan Lim, sir, yan yung nahuli sa Cavite. Pero na-dismiss ang kaso. So, yun po yung basic information na binigay sa akin noong 2016.
Colonel, I understand that your asset are giving or gave this information in confidence to you. Curious lang po ako. Do you see any possibility for this informant or asset to appear before this Quadcom hearing?
Sa totoo po, simula nung magtago ako, wala na po akong contact sa kanila eh. Hindi ko po nga alam kung because of the investigation doon sa Blue Ribbon, baka po nasunog sila eh. So hindi ko rin po alam kung buhay pa siya o nasaan na siya. Hindi ko po masagot kung pwede siya mag-appear dito.
Colonel, how genuine is the testimony that was given to you by this asset of yours?
I think what happened to me is the testimony na ito ngayon, ako yung hinahanap, gusto akong ipapatay. Kung hindi naman po totoo itong mga personality na itong si Michael Yang saka si Alan Lim, napakadali po nilang i-dispute eh. Sana ipinakita nila kagad si Alan Lim saka si Michael Yang. Si Alan Lim hindi na po nagpakita eh. Bakit hindi siya nagpakita? Kasi po meron siyang record sa drugs eh.
In other words, Colonel, the reason why you strongly believe that there is truth behind that information, not only because you believe that the information is genuine, is because of what happened to you as a repercussion of what you disclosed in the investigation report. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po. Saka yung po yung asset kasi is reliable po yung asset kasi.
I hope, Colonel, we can find ways on how we can locate this asset and see the possibility of having him in one of the Quadcom hearings, Colonel Asherto.
Pwede po yun. Wala pong problema yung sa akin. Ang problema lang ho is talagang masakit man aminin, talagang hindi ko po alam kung talagang buhay pa siya. Kasi nung huli kami mag-usap bago ako magtago, pati siya daw hinahanap ng sindikato. So,
Colonel, kanina po,
honestly,
nabanggit niyo po si
Hindi ko
Alan
pala.
Lim, si Wen Li Shen, at si Wei Sean Lin. And you said that this pertained to one and the same person. Do you confirm that?
opo, ang kanyang palaya po sa kanya, ang tawag sa kanya sa Chinese is Ayong.
Ayong. Nakikilala
alias
niyo
Ayong.
po ba si Rose Nono Lin?
Hindi ko po kilala yan.
Can we have a quick question with Ma'am Rose Nono Lin? Do you confirm that Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Wei Sean Lin refer to one and the same person?
No, Madam.
No. Who among these names is your husband?
Lin Wishong.
Lin Wei Sean. Lin Wei Sean.
Lin Wishong, Madam.
Lin Wei Sean.
Yes po, with G.
I understand that there are English names which are being used by Chinese. Does your husband have one?
He's using Lin Wishong.
Lin Wei Sean. But that is a Chinese name, tama
Yes
ba?
po, opo.
So wala ba siyang ginagamit na English name?
Some of his friends call him Jeffrey po.
Apat na. In the face of the testimony of Colonel Asherto that Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Lin Wei Sean refer to one and the same person, what evidence can you offer to us to counter this testimony of Colonel Asherto?
I have my marriage contract that stated my only husband is Lin Wishong.
Okay.
Not Alan Lim, not another Wen Li. Sorry, what's...
Apart from the marriage contract, ma'am, what else can you offer us?
I only have our marriage contract with me here.
I mean, for a big-time businessman who owns a lot of real properties, not only in the Philippines, but even abroad, I'm sure that you have an ample documents to offer us so we can rule out the allegation of Colonel Asherto that these three names refer to one and the same person, and that is your husband.
Maybe I can, if it is okay, the ECR card of my husband.
ACR?
Yes. And also, if possible, passport that my husband is Lin Wishong.
May we know how many passports does your husband have?
Only one.
Is it a Philippine passport or a Chinese passport?
Chinese passport po.
Chinese passport. So in no case did he obtain any Philippine passport?
No po.
What other documents, ma'am? We have here your marriage contract, the ACR, the Chinese passport. Maybe we can include also the birth certificate of your children.
Yes po.
How about the business permit?
Business permit, our companies po kasi is, ang mga business po namin is under the company's name.
Yes, can you please mention to us what business names are you using for your business operations?
Yeah, we have XRL.
XRL,
Yes po. We have Pile, na nandun po yung pangalan niya.
Pile,
Yes po, Pile Estate and Pile Holdings.
Pile Estate and Pile Holdings. And then,
Yan lang po yung may mga pangalan po siya na as I remember right now po.
Mr. Chair,
Pero
I
outside-
respectfully move that we request the submission of these documents from Ms. Rose Nono Lin, the marriage contract, the ACR, the Chinese passport, the birth certificate of the children, And may I include the financial statement of XRL and the Pile Estate and the Pile Holdings, along with the articles of incorporation, ma'am?
Madam, it's okay po ba na makahingi po ng list ng mga hinihingi nyo sa akin para wala po akong kaligtaan?
Mr. Chair, we will be requesting the COMSEC to provide her the list of the documents that we will be requesting from Ms. Rose Nono Lin.
Comsec, please provide the list to Ms. Lin.
Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Congresswoman Luistro.
Yes, SDS Gonzales.
Mr. Chairman, Ma'am Rose Donolin, can we invite your husband para sa hearing na to? At kayo po ang magdala ng imbitasyon niya. Pwede niyo po isama rito yung husband niyo?
Mr. Chairman, right now po, out of the country po siya.
Alam po namin yon, sinabi mo sa akin kanina. Nasa Hong Kong siya.
Yes,
Pero
Mr.
kung
Chair.
i-invite po namin, kayo ang mag-hand carry ng imbitasyon at asawa niyo po yan, siguro po pwede niyo isama dito sa hearing yung husband niyo para once and for all, matanong po natin siya.
Mr. Chair, pwede ko po dalhin yung invitation. But I can't promise po na sasama po siya sa akin para po sa pagdinig dito.
Bakit po?
Ay, hindi ko pa po alam kung ano yung maging desisyon niya, Mr. Chair.
Palagay ko po kung may imbitasyon naman po itong Quadcom na to, palagay ko naman po pupunta. Kasi para once and for all malaman natin. Or, baka po kayo, Madam Rose Donolin, hindi nyo alam kung ano pangalan ng husband nyo.
Mr. Chair, Lin Wishong po ang pangalan ng husband ko.
Ano po?
Lin Wishong.
Kaya nga, sa alam nyo, baka yun ang pangalan. Pero sa pagsasama nyo, ilang taon? Ilang years na po kayo magkasama?
Almost 15 years.
Almost 15 years. So almost 15 years, hindi nyo po alam talaga ang pangalan ng asawa nyo.
Ang alam ko po na pangalan ng asawa ko, Mr. Chair, Lin Wishong po.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, we will just invite the husband of Madam Rose Nonolin. Ay, invited na ba?
Yes, he was invited previously, and I think for today's committee hearing, he was also invited.
Ipapadala natin sa kanya.
We will be acting on that invitation later when before the committee adjourns this committee hearing, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,
So, please proceed.
I wish to further request Ms. Rose Nonolin that with respect to the Chinese passport, if this is similar to a Philippine passport, she submit not only the information page, but also the thumb mark page and the signature page, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, if Ms. Rose Nonolin is generous enough to provide information, may we hear from her as well? Ano po ba ang mga business establishments nyo abroad?
Mr. Chair, kung okay lang po ba na yung mga businesses namin abroad, hindi, or pwede ko ibigay sa inyo through writing?
Can you please at least cite the names of your business establishments abroad?
Mayroon po kaming taxi company sa Hong Kong.
May we know the name?
It's Plus Elegance po.
Plus Elegance. What else, ma'am?
Mr. Chair, it's okay lang po ba na yung mga businesses sa abroad po namin na hindi naman po konektado po sa pagdinig na ito? Hindi na po.
I understand, Ms. Rose. However, we're trying to help you rule out the allegation of Colonel Asherto that these three names pertain to one and the same person. And I'm sure that you will be happiest to prove na hindi nga siya itong Alan Lim at itong Wen Le Shen. Tama po ba?
Madam Chair, magsasubmit naman po ako ng mga hiningin po ninyong documents. Pero ang hinihingi ko lang po sana yung mga properties namin abroad at businesses, hayaan na po natin po doon.
Yes,
For
I
our
understand.
protection na rin po.
We are only trying to establish the identity because it is very hard to investigate on a certain person with three names, and we have here Colonel Asherto who's strongly testifying that this pertained to one and the same person, and that refers to your husband. So I think you should take advantage of this opportunity, Ms. Rose, to offer all these documents, to offer all this information so we can rule out the allegation of Colonel Asherto.
Madam, ang sabi naman po ni Colonel Asierto, if may I po, ang sabi niya po simula 2016, hindi na po nagpakita a certain Alan Lim. Ang asawa ko po nandito, kaaalis niya lang po last May. So ibig sabihin po nun, kung hindi nagpapakita a certain Alan Lim, ang asawa ko po nagpapakita. So ibig sabihin po nun, hindi siya si Alan Lim.
But to be able to further prove that allegation of yours, I think the documents will be of big help to rule out this allegation of Colonel Asierto. Meanwhile, may I go back to Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair? Colonel Asierto,
Opo, ma'am.
what proof do you have
Okay.
that Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Wei Shon Lin refer to one and the same person? I remember during the hearing of dangerous drugs, that is prior to Quad, you even shared some slides of passports. If you still have
Meron po.
these documents,
Meron pa rin po akong kopya ng kanyang passport na ini-issue noong 2011 po yata yun.
so can you please enlighten us, Colonel Asierto, what proof do we have?
Yung passport niya po na nakakuha po ako ng kopya ng passport niya.
Philippine passport
Ini-issue
po ba
ng-
ito o Chinese passport?
Chinese passport po.
Chinese
Ini-issue
passport.
nung March 14, 2011. Ini-issue dito sa Maynila. Ang expiry niya is 13 March 2021.
2021.
Opo, ang passport number is Gold 47972221.
Colonel, I remember we flash it in the screen. You share it before, during the hearing of the dangerous drugs. Pwede po ba ulit nating ma-share yun sa committee so we can share it with Ms. Rose Nono Lin?
Hindi ko po alam kung paano i-share sa inyo. Baka meron pong kopya yung secretariat po.
Well, the Secretariat will just get in touch with you, Colonel Asierto. Aside from the Chinese passport, what other proof do you have which lead to your conclusion that these three names pertain to one and the same person?
Ang pinaka-basis ko po is yung information ng anong asset, saka itong nakuwang mga dokumento, yung mga pictures, at hindi naman po ako gagawa ng kasinungalingan na report na maglalagay sa akin sa alanganin na pati po ang mga kasamahan ko na damay.
Colonel,
So ako po ay sigurado.
yun pong
Sigurado po
Chinese,
ako 100%.
yun pong Chinese passport na binanggit nyo, does it bear the picture of Alan Lim?
Opo, may picture po siya.
And if you compare it with the pictures that were flashed po kanina in the screen, Secretariat, can you please assist Colonel Asierto? Colonel, marunong ho ba kayong mag-zoom ng picture?
Subukan ko po.
Secretariat, can we please flash all
Ang
together
alam ko po,
the
ang alam ko
pictures
po, meron ng
earlier
kopya
and the
ang
picture in
Secretariat.
the Chinese passport?
ang alam ko po na ipasa ko na po yata ito eh.
Okay. So, Secretariat, I hope we can there. So, this is the Chinese passport bearing the picture of, what is the name written in the passport, Colonel?
Lin Wenqiong.
Lin Wei Shong. This is your husband,
Opo.
Ma'am Rose. This is your husband?
Madam Chair, pangalan po ng husband ko, yan ang nasa passport.
How about the picture?
Pwede po pa-flash ulit and then pwede pa pa-zoom po.
Kindly flash the passport again. Paki-zoom daw po. Secretariat, please zoom the picture.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Siya po.
So you confirm that this is your husband.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Can we flash the other documents which Colonel Asierto has shared with us already. Colonel, ito ho bang passport na ito ho ba'y may signature at may thumb mark ni Lin Wei Xiong? Does it bear
Wala po
the
eh.
signature and the thumb mark?
Picture lang po.
But I think, Mr. Chair, we can request for a copy of the complete essential pages of the passport with the embassy, if that will be possible.
We will write to the embassy to be able to access these records.
And it is important, Mr. Chair, that we include that page which bears the signature and the thumb mark of the bearer of the passport.
Comsec, please take note.
Do we have other documents pertaining to Alan Lim, Secretariat, which we can flash and share? So we can ask Ms. Rose Nono if she's willing to confirm that the same is her husband.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Congressman Gonzales.
may tanong lang po ako kay Rose Donolim. Ma'am, nung November 1st, kasama niyo si Alan Lim. Sabi niyo po kanina, tama po ba?
Kasama ko po si Lin Wishong.
Kaya nga po, Alan Lim or that person, meron po ba kayong dalang picture niya ngayon para may compare natin dito?
Nung November po na pumunta po ako doon, wala po kaming picture.
Kung
Pero
wala
may
kang
mga
pic-
pictures po ako na kasama siya.
Meron ka bang dalang picture dyan ngayon para may compare lang natin yung mukha ng asawa mo na pinakita sa screen at saka yung dala mo?
I'll check your Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I believe that there are pictures with the Secretariat. Can we flash them one by one? And we will be asking Ms. Rose Dodolin if she will confirm whether the same is her husband. I understand we are able to capture a picture of the spouses in Atlantis, the Palm in Dubai. This was Christmas Day of 2023. Paki-flash lang po. Miss Rose Nonolin, the picture on the right. That's you and your husband. Do you confirm that?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Can you share with us where this picture was taken?
That was taken po last Christmas sa Dubai.
How about the next picture?
Yan ang next picture po. Yan po yung time na pumunta po silang Davao para po magpaalam para sa Pharmaly Biological na magtatayo po ng isang manufacturing or tawag po ay laboratory para po sa mga gamot.
So you confirm that the picture at the middle is also your husband?
Yes.
How about the third picture on the left?
Yes, Madam Chair.
That is also your husband?
Yes, Lin Wishong.
The two pictures, I hope you realize, were provided by Colonel Asherto. Colonel, tama po ba? Sa inyo nang galing itong dalawang pictures?
Opo, sa tingin ko po, sa akin po.
And you believe, Colonel Asherto, that these two pictures pertain to this Alan Lim, Wen Li Shen, and Lin Wei Xiong?
Madam Chair, gusto ko lang po i-clarify na yung mga pictures na po yon ay nanggaling at available po yan publicly sa website ng company before.
Okay.
Thank you po.
So, in other words, Ms. Rose Nonolin, you are confirming that the man in those pictures pertain to your husband.
Yes, Lin Wishong.
What you are denying is the name Alan Lim and the name Wen Li Shen.
Yes, because I
But-
never heard that name po.
For as long as this man is Lin Wei Shon, you confirm that he is Lin Wei Shon, your
Yes,
husband.
madam.
Do we have other pictures there? Secretariat? How about this one?
Yung may balbas po ay hindi po yan asawa ko. Yung isa po na nakangiti, yan po yan siya dahil nakuha rin po yan sa isang public documents or public site na mayroon siyang picture.
Of course, you understand that this picture is part of the initial profile of drug personality, which I believe is part of the investigation report of Colonel Asherto.
Yes, madam. Nakita ko na po yan last 2022 nung sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Tinanong na rin po yan sa akin.
And what do you comment about that?
Hindi po siya yan, yung may balbas.
How about the veracity of the information that he is a drug personality?
No, Madam Chair, hindi po. Dahil kung ang sinasabi po ni Colonel Asherto na 2003 na nandun po siya sa isang raid, ay dapat po nakasuhan na po siya. Ang sabi niya is dismiss. So kung dismiss, ibig sabihin, ang nakalagay po na pangalan niyan dyan, wala pong kaso yun.
Which raid are you referring to, ma'am?
Mayroon po siyang sinabi kanina na 2003 sa Cavite.
Mr. Chair, may I respectfully move as well that we request for the copy of the court records of the case of Alan Lim, which was dismissed back in 2003. Just for the committee to have an opportunity to compare all these documents and for us to be able to determine who really is this Lin Wei Shong and what is his connection to the two other names, Wen Lishen and Alan Lim.
Okay, COMSEC, please coordinate with the DOJ. Please proceed.
I believe, Mr. Chair, that this is a court case, so perhaps we need to course through our request
Oh, yeah.
with the Supreme Court.
COMSEC, please prepare the letter so that we can write to the Supreme Court to get records of the case mentioned by Congresswoman Luistro.
Colonel Asherto, during your last appearance in the dangerous drugs, that is before the Quadcom, you made mention about Aaron Aquino, Oscar Albayalde, and Wilkins Villanueva. Briefly, Colonel Asherto, what is the significance of the participation of these three personality? Why you mentioned them in your testimony?
Una po, si Chief PNP Oscar Albayalde, binigyan ko po ng report. At ang una po ay tinanggi niya at pinagbintangan niya pa ako kung anong sa pagpatay dun sa Koreano, yung smuggling ng AK-47, at wala siyang ginawa dun sa report ko. Si Director General Aaron Aquino, binigyan ko rin po ng report. At nag-usap kami, sa kanya, kinausap niya ako, at sabi niya i-report niya sa Malacanang. Kaya nung February, command conference sa Cebu, tinawagan niya ako at sinabihan niya ako na gusto akong kakausapin ako ni Den sa Bongo tungkol dun sa report ko. Pero nung pumutok na yung issue sa amin, hindi niya na maalala kung kanino niya ibinigay yung report sa Malacanang. Nakakapagtaka po naman yon. Ito naman pong si Wilkins Villanueva, na classmate ko, during sa mga press conference sa Malacanang during COVID, sinabi niya na walang involvement si Michael Lang sa illegal drugs, at sinabi niya na yung picture ni Alan Lim, yung mugshot ni Alan Lim, at saka yung present picture ni Alan Lim ay magkaiba. So, ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Pinoprotektahan nila si Michael Yang saka si Alan Lim. Bakit nila pinoprotektahan? Kasi utos sa kanila ni Presidente Duterte at ni Bongo. Yun po yung
On the same hearing, Colonel Asherto, you also mentioned panagutin sa kasalanan si Senator Bongo, si Senator Bato de la Rosa, at si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Can you please enlighten us? What is the reason behind this articulation of yours?
Kasi po, sa akin pong palagay, sa nangyari sa amin, namatay ang aking si retired Master Sergeant Liwanag at hanggang ngayon missing pa si Captain Lito Perote na sila ang may kagagawan. At yung kanilang war on drug ay peke. Cover up lang yon. Ang pinapatay, yung maliliit, pero yung mga malalaking drug personalities, katulad ni Michael Yang at Alan Lim, ay pinotektahan nila.
Sa tingin niyo po, Colonel Asierto, what is the reason behind your allegation of cover-up? Ang pinapatay lang ay maliliit at yung malalaking drug lord like Alan Lim and Michael Yang ay pinoprotektahan nila. Ano po ang dahilan?
Kasi po, nakapatong sila eh. Nakapatong sila sa binabayaran sila ng sindikato eh. Tingnan nyo lang po yung nagkinagawa ng investigasyon sa Quad. Ngayon po, hindi lang po illegal drugs eh. Lumapad pa ho ang kanilang galamay eh. Meron ng pogo, meron ng mga acquisition ng land. Dapat po ito pag-aralan mabuti ng National Security Council sa Kanika. Baka ito po ay merong koneksyon sa nangyayari sa West Philippine Sea. Kasi
Colonel,
po ang sindikato ng...
Yun pong ginamit niyong term is pumapatong? Tama ho ba?
Opo, pinotektahan kasi nila eh.
Ano po bang, can you please enlighten us? Pag sinabi niyo ho bang pumapatong po sila dito sa drugs, ano hong ibig sabihin ng pumapatong?
Ibig sabihin po, pinoproteksyonan nila kapalit ng pera.
So, what you wanted to tell us is these people are protector of the drug lords? Yun ho ba yun?
Opo, yun po ang simpleng
Last question, Colonel Asierto. Ngayon pong kaharap nyo si Jimmy Guban via Zoom. And admittedly, sinasabi niyang inimplicate niya kayo to save his life and the lives of his families. But apparently, dahil sa testimonya niyang yon, nasira din ang buhay ninyo. How do you feel now? Hindi ho ba kayo nagagalit kay Jimmy Guban?
Unang-una po, talaga pong hindi na kami nakapag-usap ni Jimmy Guban. Hindi ko pa siya nakakausap at ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa kanya dahil sinabi niya yung totoo kung ano talaga nangyari. At wala po akong galit sa kanya dahil alam ko naman pareho kaming biktima.
But of course, you realize, Colonel Asierto, if not for the testimony of Jimmy Guban, hindi ka magkakakaso, hindi ka magkaka-warrant of arrest. Kayo po ba'y na-convict dun sa kasong iyon?
Hindi po ako na-convict doon dahil hindi po ako nag-appear eh. Kasi pag nilabanan ko po yung kaso, ikukulong ako, baka doon na rin po ako mamatay sa loob ng kulungan.
So you mean to say that the case is still pending in court?
Opo, nasa naka-archive po kasi po nagkaroon na po ng desisyon yung kaso ni Jimmy. So, yung sa akin po na-archive.
Given the fact, Colonel Asierto, na si Jimmy Guban ay pinilit lamang para huwag masangkot at huwag mabanggit yung pangalan ng mga ni Michael Yang, ni Pulong, at saka ni Man Scarpio, I hope you realize also na dahil sa testimony ni Jimmy Guban, nagtatago kayo ngayon. At ilang taon na nga ho kayo nagtatago?
More than 6 years po.
More than 6 years. So, I just want to take advantage of this opportunity. If there's one thing which you want to tell Jimmy Guban, ano ho bang gusto niyo sabihin kay Jimmy Guban ngayon?
Jimmy, salamat at tinama mo. At salamat sinabayan mo kung ilipas ang katotohanan. Wala akong galit sa'yo. Siguro tampo lang. Pero wala na yon. Sana gawin natin ito para kay Paddy na kaibigan natin, kay Lito, saka kay Jerry. Sabi ko nga sa iyo noon tayo nagtrabaho lang tayo. Kaso ang nabangga natin napakataas. Presidente ng Pilipinas.
Colonel, pwede nyo ba i-share
Kaya-
sa amin, sino ho ba yung mga kaibigang binanggit nyo na sinasabi nyong naapektuhan?
Si Director Pajardo po ng PIDEA na namatay sa ibang bansa noong 2023, si retired Captain Lito Perote na dinukot po sa Metro Inn, Bacolod, hanggang ngayon po nawawala, hindi pa nakikita. At si retired Master Sergeant Jerry Liwanag na binaril at namatay po sa Bulacan.
Bago ho ba itong mga kasong kinasasangkutan nyo ngayon, gaano ho ba kayo kalapit, kayong 5 na personalidad na nabanggit ninyo? And can you please enlighten us? Ano ho bang klaseng samahan mayroon kayong 5 na ngayon ay wala na yung 3 at kayong 2 na lang ni Jimmy Guban ang naririto?
Si Jimmy po ay siya po ang counterpart ko sa custom. Siya po, pag meron po akong trabaho sa custom na involve ang custom, siya po ang nakakausap ko. Sa kanya pa ako nagtitiwala pag custom issues. Sila Director Pajardo, si Lito Perote at si Jerry Liwanag ay matagal ko pong kasama sa PAOK pa po, magkakasama na kami, pero talagang nagsama kami dito sa HOT. Nag-start ng 2003. So, para po silang pamilya sa akin Kung wala po, kung baga ho ba yung accomplishment ko is hindi ko po magagawa kung wala sila.
Ilang
Wala
taon
si
ho ba
Paddy,
kayong
wala si Lito.
Ilang taon ho ba kayong magkakasama sa trabaho? Itong mga nabanggit yung personalidad.
Since 2003 po.
2003
Until 2018 po nang mangyari itong mga
2003 until 2018 at kayo pong lahat ang trabaho ay tungkol sa investigation on drug operation. Tama po ba yun?
Opo. Tama po. Tama po.
And today, si Fajardo po ay namatay na. Tama po ba yun?
Opo, namatay po sa sakit.
Sa sakit.
Mag-isa lang po siya
Si
mag-isa lang po
Perote,
siya sa ibang bansa.
si Perote po ay
Dinukot po.
dinukot and missing until now. Tapos,
Opo.
yun pong isang binanggit nyo pa?
Si Jerry Liwanag po.
Nasaan po si Jerry Liwanag?
Patay na po. Binaril po ng 2 tao.
Pinatay din. At si Jimmy Guban, convicted. At kayo po, charged of a capital offense as well.
Opo, nagtatago.
This is really very challenging on the part of you 5, no? Na dati kayo magkakasama sa trabaho at mukhang lahat hindi maganda ang naging pinatunguhan ninyo. But anyway, Mr. Chair, I want to proceed to Jimmy Guban. Few questions only. There are allegations, Mr. Guban, that there are different schemes in the Bureau of Custom on how to facilitate the release of contraband, illegal containers.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you please enlighten us on that?
Your Honor, about the importation, meron pong regular importation at saka para po sa madaling salita, ang BOC po ay merong RMO, Risk Management Office, at meron din pong selectivity, may green lane, 3 po yun. So, doon po ay makikita nyo yung mga trabaho na multinational ay nasa green lane, then mukhang 6 years, niwala yata ako I think the Honorable Commissioner can also enlighten us, sir, the former Commissioner of the Bureau
No,
of
from your
Customs.
perspective,
But,
Mr.
Your Honor-
Guban, from your perspective, being somebody who worked for so long a time in the Bureau of Customs, para makita po natin yung diferensya ng mga schemes na binabanggit ninyo, you first mentioned about selectivity, you also mentioned about the green. Ano pa ho bang schemes
Green lane.
mayroon doon?
Your Honor, may mga special kasi minsan na trabaho. Then the Risk Management Office, yun po ang nagbibigay ng selectivity kung saan sila dadaan. Then pagka mayroong mga multinational, yun po yung napupunta sa green lane. Then the other two, I think, red, may mga selectivity po. Then doon po ginagawa yung mga trabaho kung paano nila idideklara.
There are allegations also, Mr. Guban, na meron pang mga napupunta sa PESA.
Yes, Your Honor. Iba naman po yun. Regular importation din po yun. Then yun po yun yung mga free tax na dinideliver papuntang PESA. So yun po ay pwedeng i-re-export. Wala po yung tax. Yan po ay for manufacturing or kung ano man ang gagawin sa PISA, sa Ecozone. Then for export purposes, wala po yun bayad ng duties and taxes. Unless ilo-local, saka lang po magbabayad ng duties.
Tatlo lang po ba ito? Selectivity, green, and PESA?
No, Your Honor, mayroon pa pong banded warehouse.
Banded warehouse. There are allegations also that there's such a thing as TARA system.
Your Honor, that is already yung paano matipid kung mga duties and taxes na binabayad sa Bureau of Customs.
Pwede niyo po ba kaming ma-enlighten? How does this scheme work? Umpisahan po natin doon sa selectivity.
Your Honor, dyan po nagtatransact yung importer, binibigay sa broker o representative, din doon naman may magtatransact sa BOC employees kung ano yung i-declare nila na imported materials, kung ano nasa laman, din tinitipid nila ang pagbayad ng duties and taxes para magkaroon ng tarang konti. Pinapalabas yan over time. So yun po yung TARA system.
Pag sinabi niyo pong selectivity, ibig sabihin hindi po i-declare lahat.
Hindi po, naililipat po yung imbis na dapat doon sa red, napupunta sa grain, multinational. So, nagiging iba na ngayon ang proseso niyan, mabilis. Sometimes yung iba, mga wala ng duties and taxes dahil papuntang PESA, papuntang banded warehouse. So, yun yung mga trabaho.
In other words, dito po sa selectivity, this is being resorted to be able to do away with the importation duties.
Yes, Your Honor. Para maitama po, Your Honor, ang deklarasyon.
Para po maitama, kung
Yung-
lumilipat nga po kayo dun sa libre,
O, yung kung lumilipat po, yun po yung trabaho na nililipat nila para makatipid sila ng pagbayad ng taxes sa Bureau of Customs.
but is this legal, Mr. Guban?
That is illegal already, Your Honor. And that is what isa po yan sa mga trabaho namin.
Dito po sa selectivity nito, what you're doing, do you agree with me, is tax evasion. Kasi the articles or the importation which are supposed to be taxable, ay dinadala nyo dun sa linya na hindi naman taxable.
Your Honor, sa amin po, misdeclaration or undervaluation. Sa
But
BIR
indeed, that
po,
is tax evasion.
yes, that is, ma'am, Your Honor, sa BIR.
Ano po yung green? Ito po yung libre.
Multinational, Your Honor, and then sa mga PESA, banded warehouse.
Multinational. Tapos sa multinational, pwedeng pumunta sa PESA, pwedeng pumunta sa banded warehouse.
Yes, Your Honor.
At kapag PESA po at banded warehouse ito, does it mean na libre ang import taxes?
Your Your Honor, the purpose of importation is for re-export. Gagawin lang po yan dito sa Pilipinas.
That's why it's free from
Yes, Your
importation
Honor.
taxes.
Now, pagka yan po ay nag-local market sila, magbabayad po sa Bureau of Customs.
How about the red?
Pag red po, Your Honor, yan yung nare-red tag. Your Honor, medyo hindi ko pa ma-memorize kung tama yung red. Pero yan po yung mga highly dutiable value na produkto. Na
Ibig
dapat,
sabihin, ito ho, mahal, malaki ang import taxes.
Your Honor, yes. Then at the same time, it will go through the process of opening the containers and examination in X-ray.
At ayaw to ng mga importer.
Mabagal. Kaya sila ay nag-extra kung pwede mailipat sa ibang selectivity.
So in other words, what the importers are trying to do is to avoid this red lane
Yes, Your Honor. Impossible.
and resort to selectivity so they can bring all their containers to those lanes which imposes no importation taxes.
Yes, Your Honor. Then mabilis. There are times na isang araw lang lumalabas yan.
And of course, that is illegal, Mr. Guban.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is illegal.
Yes, Your Honor.
How about this TARA system? Ano pong connection ng TARA system dun sa selectivity?
Yun, Honor, ang natitipid, yun naman ang binibigay na overtime sa mga empleyado.
I see. So, if from the selectivity lane, ang isang mataas dapat ang import taxes ay nadala dun sa libre,
Edi, ang laki po nun, Your Honor.
yung
Na
natipid,
matitipid.
saan ho mapupunta yung natipid?
Depende na po yun sa grupo kung ibibigay lahat sa empleyado or kasosyo na nila doon ng facilitator, broker.
Kindly wrap up, Congresswoman Jinky.
If you are willing to share this information, ano ho ba inclusive period na nangyayari itong sistemang ito?
Your Honor, I would like to honest this Quadcom because this is the most trusted committee now, so far, Your Honor. For my 17 years or almost 27 years in intelligence, Your Honor, that is already a common practice. That is why drugs come and go in the customs. If that can be not exactly totally eliminated, but can be strictly implemented, Your Honors, I'm sure, aangat po ang Pilipinas at gagandang ekonomiya. Your Honor, for example, bakit ang daming ukay-ukay? Bawal. Pero sa market po napakarami. That is because of that. Dahil po yan dyan, lumulusot, bawal, ban, Taliban, then pati po yung drug sumasabay. Kaya pag nagtrabaho ka ng tama sa customs, matatapon ka or malilipat ka kung saan-saan. Kaya karamihan na lang ng empleyado sumasabay. Because yan na po ang sinasabi laging tradisyonal, na which is bawal at dapat putulin na po, alang-alang po sa bayan.
For my last question, Mr. Guban, Mr. Chair, paano ho ginagamit itong different schemes na to para ma-facilitate yung release ng dangerous drugs? Please walk us through.
Your Honor, lahat po yan may sabuatan. Kaya minsan mahirap hanapin dahil kung merong top secret ang NICA, ang intelligence offices, mas top secret sa customs, Your Honor. Mas uso ang sabing tawag doon ay bukulan. Pag hindi mo yan nalaman, because 2-3 lang minsan na nakakaalam, Pindot lang sa computer, lumalabas. As it is, again, Your Honor, marami pong nawawalang, the Honorable Chairman, marami pong nawawalang containers na until now. Doon sa una ko pong statement, ay nawawala. Again, hindi po ako galit sa mga Duterte. Kaya lang sila lahat ang nagpa-facilitate nag-i-influence, nagpo-protekta. Ilang containers po ang nawawala sa Port of Manila alone during the time ni Collector Austria. Hanggang ngayon walang napapailahan ng economic sabotage or what? Libre. Sa Taguluan Port, napakalaki po dyan, ang operator ng Freeport niyan. Ilan pong dumadaan yan ang intelligence report, ini-import, dadalhin doon, after doon ibabalik. Ang tawag po dyan sa Mindanao International Container Terminal, MICT, din may Freeport po dyan. I was given emission twice, pamunta dyan. Pati yung oil, ang smuggling, hindi po matigil-tigil dahil ang lalaki ng mga operator. At syempre, natutuwa ang mga empleyado ng customs, hanggat may nagpoprotekta, may tumatawag, natitipin nila, mas malaki ang kita nila. Lalo na po pagka walang tax at ipapasok sa Pilipinas. So kanino ba pupunta yung duties na dapat para mapunta sa gobyerno? Mapupunta sa empleyado ng customs. Your Honor, I'm sharing this so that po ma-enlighten at mabuhay na po ng tama at tunay ang ating mga government agencies. Thank you po, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, one last. What do you know about Mark Taguba?
Mark Taguba, Your Honor, is son of our former co-employees. Siya po ay facilitator. Your Honor, directly, biktima si Mark Taguba at saka si Tatad. Sa shipment na alam, nakalibre ang kolektor, si Maronilla. I'm sorry, Your Honor, the Honorable Commissioner is here. But I'm telling the truth. Sino ba ang may alam ng kargamento ng droga na nagpasalitate, walang alam at pumirma? Si Taguba, licensed broker, si Tatad. Si Taguba, parang siya ang in-group, nagpapasilitate lang ng mga kargamento para makalabas. Ang tatay niya ay former BOC, custom police po namin. So napasilitate niya na habol, nagkaroon ng, nahuli ang kargamento sa labas, pero absolto ang district collector, si Maronilla, promoted pa to Assistant Commissioner, Your Honor. In this manner of my apprehension, magnetic letter was apprehended. The district collector was promoted to Deputy Commissioner of the Bureau of Customs. Now, ang daming kaibigan. Your Honor, ganyan po ang customs kalaki na dapat po ay unti-unti o dahan-dahan pong maayos. At sana po, through this kagalang-galang po na Quadcom sa pangunguna po ng mga Honorable Chairman, and of course, the Honorable Speaker, ay mai-correct po at may tama at mapakita po natin sa tao ang tamang proseso, tamang hustisya sa ating pong bayan.
Mr. Chair, I know that this is very challenging, but with the revelation of Mr. Jimmy Guman, I think we need to look into the charter also of the Bureau of Customs. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The request of Congresswoman Jinky Luistro is noted and will be considered at the appropriate time. So before the next interpellator,